Yeah, sometimes we'll feel alone. In a second, I'll be right there. Turn around, let it rain. Turn around and let it rain on me. Don't you be afraid. Just follow me. You don't need no space. Just follow me. Like a mirror, you reflect me. Like a Friday night on the weekend, I feel blessed and free. I just don't want this moment to end. But now you say you gotta go. Baby, why you gotta go?
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am tackling a few things around my house. There are some things I want to put away that we don't need anymore, and I also want to do a general tidy up. We have a play date this afternoon for James with one of his friends at the park, so I just want to get the house a little bit more reset before we get back at the end of the day. So there's nothing we need to do. We can just have dinner and relax and call it a day. I did laundry all day yesterday, and I have a couple loads that still need to be folded, so I'm gonna do that probably when Jacob is napping. It's around nap time in about an hour or so. So I'm gonna start downstairs in my kitchen and in my living room, just tidying up. I'd like to do a little bit of dusting in there, putting away some stuff on my dining room table, and then taking it from there. All right, let's go.
All right, as you can see, I have my work cut out for me in my living room. My kids had at it in the morning. I let them do their thing. Most of the time, they do help me clean up as soon as I start singing the cleanup song. And this day, for video purposes, I did not have them help me clean up. Sometimes they'll willingly do it, but in this day, by the time I got downstairs from putting Jacob for his nap, James was kind of done with the idea of cleaning up, and I was just fine with it. I just wanted to get it clean and done, and I decided to start off in the kitchen, tidy up in there because I knew it would be quick, and then move along to the dining room and the rest of the house after that.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb while we enemies. No, you don't mind the
I had opted to do my dishes by hand instead of putting them in the dishwasher because I didn't think I had that many dishes, but it ended up being a good amount. I probably could have just thrown them in my dishwasher. But anyway, after I was done with that, I gave the counters a quick wipe down, and I did like a very quick overpass clean on the stove just to kind of get the grime from cooking breakfast off the stove. And then I had literal balls all over my house because I have a big basket of balls in my living room, and I think you see it later on in the video, but my kids always empty it. So I have a million balls of all different sizes around my house, and that was one of the things that they decided they wanted to do this day. They were playing basketball with our basketball hoops we have in our kitchen, and they had thrown them all over the house. They were like under the table, they were in the kitchen, they were all over the living room, behind things. I found them in random places all over the place. So I ended up having to clean those up from more places than I intended to, but that's okay. Oh, another thing I've been wanting to do is shampoo my stools, and I think these stools in my kitchen have just seen the end of their life because they're old. They were my mom's when I was like a teenager. They're like, I don't know, more like 20 years old, maybe more than that, 25 years old, I want to say. And my kids use them every day, much more than I ever used them when I was living at my parents' house. And I mean, they're 4 and 2, so they make a huge mess. They get things all over it, and I've shampooed them quite a few times, but the stains never really seem to come out, and I think it has everything to do with the fabric of it. So I think that they're going to have to be replaced with something that's a little bit more kid-friendly, and I have been looking, and I think I have something in mind, but I'm not completely sure. But since I mentioned that, I should also mention that we will be moving. We have found our home. We have been looking for a house for a while. We wanted something that was more suitable for our kids. We needed a little bit more space. We wanted to have a backyard where we don't really have one now, and just give them, this great space to grow up in. And we found that home that we really believe will give them everything that they need and more. So coming in future videos is going to be a lot of decluttering, purging, and getting ready to move into our new, hopefully forever home. And I can't wait to share that with you guys.
One thing I know for sure, what we have is something worth fighting for. With bad news knocking at my door, but I like it like that. We go all in and I'm falling, but I like it like that. And it's so wrong, but still so strong, but I like it like that. Now I'm catching fire, 'cause you take me higher. You know you're everything that I ever desire. Every crossing borders, no taking orders, and I like it like that. Even I'm broken, watch it right 2 times a day. I took a chance and I was right in every way. For lack of anything better for me to say, hey, I like you like that, yeah, I like feel so strong, but I like it like that. Now I'm catching fire, 'cause you take me higher. You know you're everything that I ever desire. And we're crossing borders, not taking orders. And I like it like that. Even on broken watches, right 2 times a day. I took a chance and I was right in every way. For lack of anything better for me to say. Hey, I like you like that. Yeah, I like you like that. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm catching fire, 'cause you take me higher. You know you're everything that I ever desire. And we're crossing borders, not taking orders. And I like it like that. Like you like even on broken watches, right 2 times a day. I took a chance and I was right in every way. For lack of anything better for me to say. Hey, I like you like that. Yeah, I like you like that. I like you like that.
So now that we know that we're going to be moving, I have had to do a lot of things in my house to prepare to put it on the market because we are going to sell our current house before we move into the new house. So everything has happened very quickly. The market is crazy right now. Everything is moving so fast that I basically had a day to get my house ready. And I thought about recording it for you guys, but with how quickly I had to do things and move things around and get things out of the house, there wasn't enough time to allow for me to record as much as I really wanted to. And I am thinking for my next video, I am going to give you guys a tour of everything that I've had to do to get my house ready for the market. And I feel like you'll get a really good idea of how much I've had to change just based off this video. You can see the state my house is left in. Though it's clean and organized, it is completely different now. I've gotten rid of some things and moved a lot of things. My mom is amazing and she took a ton of things in her car to hold at her home so we can make it look a little less cluttered here. So I'm just going to give you guys a tour of the house before we move and start the decluttering process. And then once I show you that, I'll pick a room and we'll start there and start decluttering. And I know I have things I want to post to Facebook Marketplace to sell and get rid of that we don't use and don't need and definitely do not intend to bring to our new house. But I have a whole house I have to get through and 6 years of collections of things that need to be sorted through and be rid of before we move on to our new home. And I cannot wait to share that.
You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet. Words all around, and I'm dying to tell you. Well, I know that by now it is obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. tried sometimes, but you're making me nervous. No, I've realized that I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your hand. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night, keep wishing you would kiss me under city lights. I know you feel it every time I look at you. How I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love. Coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck. Coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck. Trying to steal your hand. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you. Coming to get you.
That diaper caddy on my stairs, I wanted to get rid of it. I put it in my storage room downstairs, and I don't need it anymore. Jacob is potty trained. He's in underwear most of the day. I don't need wipes or pull-ups or anything easily accessible to me by leaving them on the stairs. So I just opted to put it away. It was no longer needed. And then, as you saw at the top of my stairs, I had a shirt laying down on the floor. Every time I put white on James, he comes home with stains or paint or something from school. So I had to go through and try and get the stain out. And honestly, I wasn't very successful. I will show you guys the process of me trying to get the stain out, but it didn't really come out at all. I ended up spraying it again with stain remover after I tried to scrub it out by hand, and then I threw it in the wash, and it got out a lot more. There's still a couple marks on it, but it's not bad. It's not too bad. And I had always laundry to fold. There's always laundry. It never goes away. It just, whatever. It doesn't. It is what it is. It's having two small kids and, being the mom. But yeah, these stains, that big, huge black stain, could not get out. Could not. It's still there, even though I've scrubbed it, sprayed it multiple times. Still there. But everything else came out. That's the one stain. It's smaller, but it's still there. And then he also had some Paw Patrol sneakers that he had worn to school and spilled milk on. So I just gave those, I sprayed them down with some cleaner, and then I scrubbed them with some soap and rinsed everything out. And then I sprayed them again with some deodorizer just to make sure they didn't stink. And I left them to dry on the AC vent for a couple days before he was able to wear them again. And they look pretty new at the end of it. But was very happy to get his Paw Patrol sneakers back. He could care less about his uniform shirt because he hates his uniform and wishes he didn't have to wear it to school, but it's the price of going to a private school, and that's okay. He'll get over it eventually. He's gonna have a whole new season of life coming soon, moving to a whole different location in a whole different neighborhood, and he'll be in a whole different school. And I really think that he's going to enjoy it.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, start feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold.
Alright everyone, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you found some motivation to do something around your house today. And if you're new, I hope you subscribe. I'd love to have you. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.